So Simba, Disney's remake version of Dumbo and Toy Story 4 have a lot of adult content in them because they're kid movies. Yeah, a lot of kid movies have a lot of adult content. They're not racist, you know. Look at Tim Burton's Dumbo. It had a lot of adult content. Toy Story 4 had the same thing too. So Disney's remake version of Pinocchio is going to have a lot of adult content. I bet Tom Hanks will say the Woody reference, and Pinocchio will say the Buzz Lightyear reference. Hey Pinocchio! I know what's going on. I think you're gonna have a lot of adult content in your remake. Well, if I did, it's gonna be too kid-friendly. It might be PG-13. And it's gonna have a lot of adult content like Dumbo did. Dumbo! Your Tim Burton movie had a lot of adult content. Yes. Like Toy Story 4, it had a lot of adult content too. It's a good thing you saw Toy Story 4 instead of Chucky, because Chucky's rated R. You saw Toy Story 4, which is good, because Toy Story 4 is for kids. I mean, I bet Lightyear is going to be for kids too. And that will have a lot of adult content. Yeah, Dumbo. I bet Disney's remake version of Pinocchio and Lightyear are going to have a lot of adult content. Because they're kid movies. I'm a kid's movie. Toy Story 1, 2, 3, and 4 are kid movies. Lion King and Aristocats are kid movies. And we know when you saw Disney's remake version of Mulan, that was pretty good. I mean, it had a lot of adult content in them. I mean, you like Disney's remake version of Mulan. I mean, it had a lot of adult content and it's family friendly. I bet you'll see Black Panther 2. I bet you'll see Pinocchio. I bet you'll see Lightyear, Aristocats, Bambi, and Snow White. I bet you're going to see Finding Neverland next year. Soon in the future. I mean, some remakes. My remake has a lot of adult content. Like Toy Story 4 has a lot of adult content. Yeah. Toy Story 4 is for kids, Dumbo. Yes, it does. I bet the 5th Toy Story movie is going to be called Lightyear. It's going to have a lot of adult content, you know. Buzz Lightyear is going to have a dark origin story. In Toy Story 5, Lightyear. How could you suppose Lightyear is the 5th Toy Story movie in the Toy Story franchise? I bet you're going to be in Lego Toy Story like Pinocchio. Yes, I will be in Lego Toy Story. When you get Lego Toy Story on the Xbox One, it's going to be too easy, and you better beat the bosses themselves. Sid? Scud? Zurg? Stinky Pete? Can I think of other bosses? Lotso? Yeah, Lotso. Lotso is one of the villains. And Gabby. You know, Gabby from Toy Story 4 will be official new boss. You know, Dumbo? I bet Lightyear will have Zurg again in Lego Toy Story. I bet you're going to defeat Zurg in the end of Lego Toy Story. Zurg will have to be the final boss. How could you suppose it's going to be... How would Disney Interactive is going to make that Lego Toy Story? It's going to happen next year. You're going to have fun with it. You're going to be all the bosses in it. And they will finally release Lego Toy Story. Boom! Because Don Rickles' voice is irreplaceable. You know, Dumbo, they'll have to get different actors to voice Lego Toy Story characters. Yeah. I bet they're going to show clips from the movies, too. Toy Story 1, Toy Story 2, Toy Story 3, and Toy Story 4. And Lightyear, which is called Toy Story 5. I bet they're going to release Lego Toy Story on the Xbox One, the Nintendo Switch, PS4, PS5. I bet you're going to do great to beat Lego Toy Story. You haven't beaten Lion King yet, you haven't beat Peter Pan yet, and you still haven't beaten Pinocchio yet. Which you have to try your best. Because Simba can only jump very high platforms. He hit that nest. Means you're killing him. Don't kill Simba. You have to plummet Scar to his death in the end. And you have to defeat Captain Hook. And finally you have to beat Monstro. You have to beat all the villains in their own franchises. You have to beat Monstro, you have to beat Scar, and you finally have to beat Captain Hook. In order to beat those villains, you have to try your best. There's like secret codes. Simba, how am I supposed to plummet your great uncle to his death in Lion King on the Super Nintendo? You have to try your best. Do it the right way. You have to try your best. Because I swung, I jumped, and I dodged enemies. I plummeted my great uncle to his death. Look, I'm a stuffed animal now. I had 3 cubs. One of them's Kiara, one of them's Kion, and one of them is Copa. I have 3 cubs. My girlfriend, she got pregnant and had 3 cubs. Like, my cubs keep breastfeeding her. I mean, I'm Simba. I'm Simba from The Lion King. I like my girlfriend too much. She's my friend. My girlfriend. Marie is Copper's girlfriend. Marie, how am I supposed to beat Lion King, Pinocchio, and Hook on the Super Nintendo? You have to try your best. You beat Toy Story 2. You still haven't beaten South Park yet. If I finally beat South Park, Kenny McCorm will be... what am I supposed to say? Decapitated? I will not get decapitated, Marie. Well, you better behave yourself. Well, we do not decapitate innocent people. You're right, Marie. Then I have to put stitches around your neck. Like Dumbo, or Nala, or Simba, or Roo. If I can bring Pinocchio back to life, I have to just make him. In real life, he's just made of wood. He's a stuffed animal, Marie. He's a plush doll. Pinocchio. Pinocchio, why are you made of wood? Geppetto made me. I'm an enchanted piece of wood. I'm his only son. I have blue eyes like Dumbo has. I will get my revenge on you. I mean, it's 2021. I have gloves on my hands. I have gloves on my hands. You, yourself, you are a sad, strange man on the camera. You have my beauty. Farewell. And I said the Toy Story reference. Farewell. Where are you going, Pinocchio? You can't just leave here until your father gets back. Dopey is my father. Geppetto is my father. Dopey is my father. And Sheriff Woody, too. I mean, Sheriff Woody is from Pinocchio. Well, Sheriff Woody is gonna be in my movie. He'll make a great reference. I mean, Dumbo. Dumbo's different. The same about us, we both are terrifying. And we both have a dark origin. I mean, the same about us, we wear blue, we wear yellow, and we wear red. The most important thing, I don't wear pink. Look at Dumbo's pink hat. I mean, he wears yellow and he wears red like I do. You know, Pinocchio? You and I both have a dark origin. You wear gloves, I don't. It's our difference, Pinocchio. You're made of wood, and I am bone elephant flesh. I have stitches around my neck, Pinocchio. I came back to life in Tim Burton style. Simba and Nala came back to life as zombies. You know what a zombie is, Pinocchio? Oh, Dumbo. A zombie is from the living dead. I mean, Simba and Nala are still alive. Simba plummeted his great uncle to his death. My theories are true, Dumbo. I'm made of wood. You're elephant flesh. My nose grows uncontrollably, and you were flying with your giant big elephant wings. We can come back to this when elephants fly. We'll come back to this room when elephants fly, when you have to save me. But when you save me, you'll know how to do it. Do you know how to beat Captain Hook, Pinocchio? No, but I know how to beat the Jabberwocky. Jabberwocky? You'll have to slay him. Why do I have to slay the Jabberwocky with the Bulbul sword? No other swords can kill the Jabberwocky, Dumbo. Know how when I cross over with Alice Kingsley. If it ain't Bulbul, it ain't dead. That is not Alice. That's Alice Kingsley, Dumbo. When I cross over with her, I may still love her. Well, Alice Kingsley. Alice Kingsley. She's been shrunk, she's been stretched, and she was stuck into a teapot. She's been curious being Alice, and she was not being Alice. Would you make the path, Pinocchio? I will make the path, Dumbo. And don't forget the Mad Hatter's hat. How could you trust the Mad Hatter, Pinocchio? He's bad as a hatter. I'm Dumbo, you're Pinocchio. His video's too long. Alright, that's it, Dumbo. I'm gonna have a lot of adult content in my movie than yours. I bet you will.